All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aubrey Park Hotel and the press conference for We Never Stop, 17 October, York Hall. Steve Goodwin for Goodwin Promotions. We're really excited about this card. Fantastic fights. This is going to be a really good night of fighting. So without further ado, I'm going to turn you over to our promoter, Mr. Steve Goodwin.
Well, thanks to everybody for coming, and thanks to the... Thanks to everybody for coming, and thanks very much to all the boxers for being here. This is without doubt the best card that we have ever staged. The event is totally sold out. If anybody wants tickets, they've got to try and find a boxer who's got some, and plenty of them have run out as well. It's going to be an action-packed night. It starts at 3:30 in the afternoon with an estimated finishing time of around about midnight. So people are going to come in and get their money's worth. It is an exciting night. We've got 5 big major fights on the title on the bill. The biggest title is Lawrence Bennett against Askin for the English Cruiserweight title. Delighted to give Lawrence Bennett home advantage here against Askin, who is promoted by Frank Warren. But I'm delighted that we've been able to secure home advantage for Lawrence. And hopefully he'll be able to reward us. He's the underdog, a massive underdog in the fight. But we're taking Askin out of Blackpool, so let's see what happens when he comes to London. His last experience wasn't great against McKENZIE, and Lawrence Bennett is going to be heavily supported on the night, and we do want to give our fighters every single chance that they can have and every advantage that they can have. Chris Edgeduis, this is my right here, makes his 4th attempt at winning a Southern Area title. He's had 3 goes so far. The first one was a draw with Freddie Turner. The third draw with Nathan Graham. He then lost the second one to Nathan Graham when he was injured, and lost the third to Freddie. But let's hope for Chris it's 4th time lucky. Floyd Moore, who's not here tonight, he's an action-packed fighter from Portsmouth. He brings an army of support, and I think he's sold an enormous amount of tickets for this show, and he will be fighting Danny Carter from Swindon. Rivaled only by Joe Malander, who competes in his biggest fight to date in an English title eliminator against Ben Davis. Both fighters like to come forward, and both fighters are without doubt going to give us an enthralling fight on the night. Then we've got Leon McKenzie, John McCALLUM. We've all seen the head-to-head and how much animosity there is in that fight. And that's a British title eliminator at super middleweight. All of those 5 fights are worth watching. It's an outstanding night of boxing. And even after them, we've got an absolutely sensational undercard with everybody sitting on the table here. So what I'm going to do now is just have a chat with the boxers who are here. Starting with Chris on my right. So Chris, did you ever imagine you'd be trying to win this title for the 4th time?
No, well, I wouldn't. I thought I'd win on the first, but I'm just glad I am here. I ain't giving up. I see a quote the other day which rings very true to me, and that was from Winston Churchill, says success is the ability to go from one failure to another without loss of enthusiasm. And I think I'm the personification of that, and I truly believe I'm going to do the business on October 17th. But no, I didn't expect to be, but I am, and here I am. I'm going to do it.
What do you think is going to be different from last time? Because referee Bob Williams had you losing every round. I personally didn't see you losing every round last time. But what do you think is going to be different this time than last?
I'll win. Well, yeah, I thought, being honest, I thought out of 7 rounds completed, I won 2 of them, so I didn't win the fight. But I mean, Bob somehow scored the fight 8 rounds to 0. He didn't box 8 rounds, so I don't know how that happened. But yeah, obviously, no illusion. I've got to jump off pretty early and make it a fight earlier than I did last time. But yeah. The main thing that we're doing is I'll win.
Moving to my left, we've got WADI CAMACHO. It's been great to sign WADI, and it's his first fight under our banner, and he's taking on a tough foreigner. He doesn't want anything easy, and then a month later, WADI's going to be fighting for the Southern Area Cruiserweight titles. He's going to make his title move. Delighted to welcome you, WADI, to the team, and what can we expect from you in 2 weeks' time?
I just want to say hello to everyone. Basically, it's going to be a great performance. You know, I've had a bumpy ride in my career. You know, my mind's in a good place. I've got a fantastic team with me now. And yeah, it's just going to be exciting. You know, I'm not going to say too much. It's just everyone's going to obviously see on that my improvements are obviously going to be better.
And you know, with Barry Smith, what's Barry brought to the table for you?
With Barry Smith, he's just been just more tightening up on my shots, you know, It's not about just going forward and just trying to land them big shots. It's all about being patient. You know, I'm a 6'4" fighter, southpaw fighter, and you know, it's all about just taking your time, just working on that jab, and take it easy. The big shots will come.
So now that you've signed with us, what are your aspirations now, Paul? How far do you expect to go in the game now? I know you've had some setbacks, but where do you expect to end up now?
Right now, I'm going to take one fight at a time. You know, I'm not going to think too much ahead. But like everyone knows now that I've got this warm-up fight, then after that I've got Southern area, win that, and then move on to the English, and so on, so on, so on. You know, that's what I was supposed to do once I won the prize fire tournament. But at the same time, I went for the big fights, and it's just something else. It's a learning thing, you know, what you have to do.
It's going to be an exciting journey, that's for sure. And to Chris's right, we have Smoking Joe Malander. Now, Joe, if you've ever watched him fight before, is an exciting fighter. Nobody ever goes home bored. He brings lots of fans, lots of excitement, full of action, never stops throwing punches. I'm delighted that Joe has what is really a career-opening fight for him against Ben Davis. Ben Davis is no slouch. Anybody who's watched Ben Davis will know that he's going to be bringing a hell of a lot to the table. It took substantial money to bring Ben Davis to London because Ben's a big ticket seller in Yorkshire. But we've been able to bring him down. Joe wanted home advantage. He wanted all his fans to come out and support him. He's got massive support from Essex. The big thing is Joe wins this and doors start opening for him. So how's the training been going, Joe? How do you feel about the fight?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the fight, as I should be. And it's a fight that I want because I know he's going to come and fight. So I get more nervous with someone who's going to run from me, which I know he ain't. So I look forward to having a fight, and he's going to bring that. So I'm not nervous about fighting. Just want to do everything right in training, which training's gone well. So yeah, just look forward to the 7-8.
But do you see it as a fight that's going to go the whole way to points, or do you think it's going to be an inside the distance fight?
I'm not going to sit there and say I'm going to knock him out or I'm going to iron him out, because I'm not cocky like that. But I'm going to lay on his chest and punch his ribcage in if he wants to stand there. So it's up to him.
Whatever you do, be there for that fight. It's going to be exciting because that's how he fights. But over to my left, next to Waddy, is one of the, in my opinion, one of the UK's most exciting talents. He's only 18. He's got a big following from Cambridgeshire, and he's going to be a very, very exciting prospect over the next few years, and he will be a household name in years to come. But you know, he had his debut, and I think we've discussed this already, that he won every round. You know, he couldn't do any more than that, but he still wasn't that happy with his debut, was he?
No, I felt like I let myself down, to be honest, because I'm known, in the amateurs I was known to be a counter puncher, and like, what happened was I just got involved in a brawl, like, my head was gone, I just had a scrap, to be honest with you, and that was it.
I mean, you got cut, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I was leaving that bit out.
It was a great fight. I mean, it was a great fight to watch, but we're not going to be expecting the same, are we?
No, you'll expect a different me this time around. I just look forward to like performing and showcasing my skills this time around.
Sitting next to Brad is a light heavyweight prospect from Finchley, one of the nicest guys you'll meet, but not only that, he's super talented. He's been around the world fighting as an amateur, and we were really delighted when he decided to sign with us. He's trained by his dad Mark, who's doing a good job with him. He got through his debut despite suffering from a cold, and hopefully he'll be okay next week. But I think Ollie Patterson will be winning many titles in years to come. So how's training been this time, Ollie?
Yeah, it's all good. I've got another cold, but you know, you run yourself down training hard, which I have been. Just looking forward to next test now.
So when you turn pro, you must have some aspirations for where your career is going to go, and what you're going to try and achieve, what you're going to try and win, and in what time scale you're going to try and do it. What are they, and what are your aspirations, and how far do you think you're going to go?
Well, I suppose like everyone on the table, we all want to be a world champion. That's where I want to be. But as Waddy said, you've got to take each fight as it comes, each step. You know, you can't get too far ahead of yourself. But yeah, obviously world title eventually.
you've done plenty of sparring, haven't you, for this? Tell us about who you've been sparring and where you've been going to do the sparring.
Yeah, I've been sparring. I sparred with Cleverly before, and obviously I've been at Portsmouth last weekend with Tony Oakey and Sam Cousins as well. So 2 tough, experienced pros, and it's only going to put me in better shape.
I mean, you're fighting Gordon Glissich, who came over here in our last show and went the distance with Regal Scott. He's tough, but are you hoping to just box him, or are you expecting to knock him out? What's the sort of, how are you preparing for him? Did you watch his last fight?
I haven't seen the Regal Scott fight. I've seen other fights with him. He looks tough. You know, he tucks up well, so he's not the easiest person to stop. I'm just going to go out there, use my boxing skills, and yeah, if the shot comes where I can jump on him and stop him, then yeah, I will.
Just hope the flus and the colds are over by next week. We don't want you blowing out on the backside after next week. And sitting to the right of Joe is, I keep saying we've got some really good prospects, and we really have. Josh Kennedy, or Handsome Josh as he's now going to be called, was one of the top super bantamweight featherweight amateurs in the country. He really was, and he's been devastating in his first 3 fights. Nobody's gone the distance with him yet, and what I think is great about his character is he rang up and specifically asked for his next opponent, which is a 30-fight veteran from Ghana, Isaac Owusu, who has fought some of the top British talent and pushed them all the way. So the fact that Josh wanted to do it in his 4th fight shows you exactly where Josh is going. So what made you want to fight Isaac Owusu? Most 3-fight novices would never ever call out for that fight. They'd be avoiding it like the plague.
First off, hello man. Right. And this wasn't my idea. The hotel must have found out I was coming or something. Well, I've boxed at an international level for the past 6 years as an amateur, and I didn't want to go back to boxing. Nobody's as professional. I wanted to make a statement early on in my career, and boxing someone like Arsenal Owusu from Ghana with a 32 fight win and beating him is going to definitely give me that, that status.
We were talking earlier about titles next year, Southern Areas, Englishes and everything else, isn't it? I mean, there's no doubt that your aim is even higher than that, isn't it? I mean, you really want to go the whole way.
Well, I mean, like everyone on the table, everyone wants the belt around their waist. I don't really care which one it is, as long as I've got one around there. But, I'd like to win them all, but the title's definitely something I want.
But do you think with Owusu, I mean, you've stopped with previous 3 opponents, do you think because he's super tough that this one may be the first time that you have to go the distance, so you're prepared for that?
Absolutely. I mean, as a pro, I expect to do the distance. If you can, do 6 rounds with me, I'd love that. I've been training for 6 rounds. I've been training for more than 6 rounds. But I definitely want to do the distance, and if he can do it, then hats off to him.
Sitting to the right of Josh is an undefeated cruiserweight prospect that's improving leaps and bounds. Louis Darling was king of the unlicensed scene down in Kent. He won 35 fights, I think, stopping 30 people. He won the WBU unlicensed title, World International title. Since he's become pro, he's been to John Cole, who's shaved off, I think it's about 2 stone off his weight. He's now dropped down to cruiserweight, and Louis will become a weapon at cruiserweight, and he's improving massively. He's taking on Renis Polozovs, who pushed Jose Lopez really hard in the last show, and once again, these guys are stepping up and they're not fighting people that are going to cover up, they're fighting people that are going to come to fight, and this is one of the things that I admire, especially about our boxers, that they really seem to want to fight people. They don't want to build up a record of 15-0 against people they should win and win 40-36 and 60-54. They want to build their careers, and so that when they go to compete for titles, they're ready to go and win them. We're not here to compete and lose, we're here to try and win. And full credit to Louis for taking that fight. How's it going this time with John Cole? You've got a great trainer, and how's he improved just since the last fight?
Just been working on hand speed and just picking my shots really. I think against Morris, as you see, I rushed it. Didn't really pick a lot of shots that I was throwing. When I did pick the shots, I hurt him. So yeah, just picking the shots, taking my time. We'll just be working on that going from there really.
Do you actually find the professional game a lot different to the unlicensed, and have you found it difficult to adjust?
I wouldn't really say it was that much different. The only difference is, but I mean, they're more clever. Like the people you're fighting, they're a lot more clever. So it's, I mean, with the unlicensed, they're talking how to fight. So if someone wants to stand there and have a fight, I'll stand there and have a fight. Obviously now I've got to use my brain a bit more, get my shots a lot better, which is what we've been working on. And you know, it's paying off. So yeah, I wouldn't say it was different, but it is because they're a lot more clever.
Pistol Pete. Next to Ollie Patterson, a man that's been out of the ring for quite a long time, isn't it, Pete? How long?
5 years now.
5 years out. 1-0 and now 5-year break. Why?
I think life just got to me, you know what I mean? I had a kid and all that, and then I just thought, let me go away. Went back to school for a little bit, and thought, alright, school's sorted, job's sorted, let me come back to boxing because I love it. You can't walk away from it, you want to know, and you're sitting there watching all your mates. Like I used to train with WADI back in the day, and I see where WADI got to, and I'm thinking, I used to train with these guys, and there they are on TV, so I had to come back.
So by your accent, you're not a Londoner anyway. Although you're fighting down in London, we were talking earlier that you actually want to fight up in Liverpool as well, and you're trained by Ron Julian, who's an excellent trainer down at RJ's in Chingford. But you're hoping maybe to get up in Liverpool and showcase your talents both in Liverpool and in London.
Yeah, no, obviously I'm originally from Liverpool, born and bred there, like, but been living in London for about 10, 11 years now. When I started in Liverpool, I was an amateur, so my missus is from Liverpool, all my family's from Liverpool, got a big following out there. I'd love to get back there and showcase what I can do, because they saw a few amateur shows as well. Then came to London, met up with Rod, and now I'm just back out thinking, let me show what I can do now. Everybody knows I've got a little bit of switch hitting in me, so it should be alright.
So what do you know about your opponent who you've got for this show? Have you had a look at him or not?
Yeah, me and Rod have been working on him the last few days. I know he likes to grab a lot. I know he's a enjoyable journeyman, like, so he's going to come give me a fight. Going to step off, in and out, do what the coach is saying, listen to him, and just hopefully box him and get a chance to showcase my talents, like.
When are you hoping to get out again? When do you want to get out after this time?
I mean, I'd love to be out before Christmas. I'd love to be out. As you said, if you could get up in Liverpool before Christmas, that'd be great. So, you know, I'm at an age now where I want to start really making a move. So, get as many fights in as possible, to be honest.
If we get you up in Liverpool, can you guarantee us a good night out?
Well, everybody knows me from Liverpool, so guaranteed a good night out. It is a top city. A few people have probably been there themselves on this panel, like, so Liverpool's great for the boxing and great for the nightlife, so I'll showcase some skills in the boxing and take it out on the town, innit?
At the far end, I think we can say there are ring entrances and ring entrances, and I think Nick Parker's ring entrance last time was nothing short of sensational. He wears a mask, he's got massive support, and the ring entrance was fantastic. He demolished his opponent very quickly. He definitely steps up in his second fight. He's taken on a guy called Martin Jack, who fought Jack Morris on a recent show that we had, and he pushed Jack Morris all the way. Jack Morris is going for the southern area. So again, I think it's a brave fight in only his second contest to take on Martin Jack, and it shows that where he's going. But you're working well with Don Charles, aren't you? Tell us a bit about how it's working with Don and how the training's going.
Hello, yeah, it's going really well. The training's going excellent. I know Jonathan Lopez, my stablemate, he fought this guy. I think he had him like 3 rounds. So I'm obviously going to turn up and support the instructions, but if I have to stop a guy, if I can stop him, I think that'll be a good statement. Just apart from that, training's going really well. Yeah, it's going excellent.
But I watched the Jose Lopez fight. He caught him with an absolute peach of a punch. I mean, the guy was giving him a good battle to him. He's very, very tough, but you know, at the end of the day, it's a good fight for you in your second fight. You beat him, it makes a good statement, because he gave Jack Morris all the trouble in the world, and you're talking about a guy that's fighting at the end of October for the southern area, and you're taking him in your second fight. And some people think so thought he deserved a share of the spoils against Jack. It was, well, whether Jack won or not, he did definitely push him. So it was a good experience. So tell us
Where do you expect to go in the cruiserweight division, Nick, and a bit about your amateur experience?
I expect to go all the way. That's the truth. I believe in myself, and I've got a very good team around me as well. I've had about 25 amateur fights, maybe 2 or 3 losses out of that. So, yeah, I'm expecting to do well in the cruiserweight division. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a good journey, but I'll take each step as it comes, and we'll see how it goes.
I'll pass it back to Brett for any questions from the audience or from Brett.
Yep, so I'll just ask questions from here, and then this mic will pick me up. So I know, Martin, you got some questions, so let me run through mine, and then I'll just hand the microphone over to you. Is that all right? So I've just got a few here. First one for Josh Kennedy. So Josh, Isaac Owusu in your 4th fight and your first 6-rounder, do you feel like you've been thrown to the wolves?
No, like Steve said, I mean, I asked for it. I wanted to be tested. I've boxed people like this as an amateur. I mean, I was an amateur for 10 years. I had 80 fights, and I boxed my country, so I definitely feel taking on Isaac in my first, full fight as a professional is definitely I can handle it. I'm looking forward to it and looking forward to making a statement. Like I said, he's had 32 fights, I've had 3. So getting a win like this early in my career is definitely going to benefit me.
Yeah, fantastic. Any questions from the audience for Josh? All right, Chris, how do you do it? So Chris, you fought Freddie once before. You claimed after the fight that the cut Freddie sustained was from a punch. So do you believe that you should already be the champion?
No. I never claimed that. The ref claimed leg clash. I would never ask. But no, because they clash, the ref says they clash. I went to the scorecards, and as I said before, I didn't think I was winning the fight. So no, I shouldn't be the champion. And I'm not the champion, but as I said, I will be.
All right. Any questions from the audience for Chris? All right, Wadi. Wadi, you're coming off 3 straight losses. Do you still feel that you have enough left to make it to the top?
Yes, 100%. Basically, the fights I lost is my own fault areas. I wouldn't really think they've actually beat me, but I've come again now, and everyone's obviously going to see what I'm capable of.
Any questions from the audience for Wadi? All right. Yeah, Freddie. No, he's not here. Louis. Louis, I see you're fighting a recent Jose Lopez victim. Why are you doing this when your level's below Lopez?
I think we already know that is, don't we?
Yeah.
Goes on Twitter. Well, yeah. I'm not Jose Lopez, I'm me. Jose Lopez got in there and fought him the way he was going to fight him, so I'm going to get in there and fight him the way that I'm going to fight him. Whether I box him, whether I fight him, we'll have to wait and see on the night. I'm not going to give too much away, but I took the fight because me and John sat down and watched it. He was sitting chicks in his arm that I can exploit, and exploit big time. So, yeah, I might be levels below Jose Lopez, as Greg from Twitter would like to point out, but see on the night, wouldn't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the point is though that if you do pause off easier than Jose did, then Greg from Twitter can't ask these silly questions anymore, can he?
I think that Greg from Twitter just got some sort of crush on me, to be fair. Every time I'm at the table, if he wants to come and have a cuddle, I'm quite willing to, but we'll have to see how far he wants to go.
You're right. Any questions from the audience for Louis? Greg's not here, is he? All right, I'm going to turn it over to Martin. I guess I'll just bring the microphone and then... I need this to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
On a similar note to the last one, I suppose, for Louis, do you feel there's any increased pressure on you to perform, given Lopez perhaps didn't put in the best performance against Borisov's? Do you feel like there's any extra pressure for you to do so?
Why would there be any pressure on me? I'm just the unlicensed kid from Kent. No one's expecting that from me, so like I say, I'm getting there and fighting the way I'm going to fight him. And I know that if I catch him, as I've been told by all the people that I've been sparring, it's game over. So I'm not going to go into who I've been sparring, but some of them are top in Britain at super middleweight, some of them are top at cruiserweight. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see. I'm confident, otherwise I wouldn't have asked for the fight. So I've seen videos and I know if I catch him, he's going to be flat on his back. So we just have to wait and see on the night. Like I said, Jose did it his way, I'll do it my way. And we'll see where we go from there.
Any other questions for any of the guys from the audience? Really looking forward to this card. I think Steve, you and Kevin and the whole team has done a fantastic job matching these guys. A lot of talent at that table, so really looking forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending tonight. I hope you all have tickets because I believe we're sold out, aren't we? So, fantastic. Thank you very much, and keep an eye on our website for more press conferences and activities from the promotions.